Today I'm going to show you how to make a banner for a business. I made mine a banner for a sushi restaurant called Sushi Wave. You may want to do yours differently. I'm going to go to File, New Design, and I'm going to put these dimensions in 820 for width and 312 for height. That is pixels. Alright, to start off, I need to create a rectangle. Holding down Shift, I'm going to make it a perfect square. And then I'm going to select everything. And I'm going to go to View, Outline View. And I'm going to make the corners a little bit more rounded, and then rotate the square and move it around. I want it kind of right in the middle of this corner. Angle. I wonder if I can change this to 45. Holding down Alt, I'm going to drag off some copies of my square and make a geometric pattern. Again, hold down Alt and drag a copy of the same square around to some different positions. One down here. Oops. I'm going to make a smaller square as well by holding down Shift and dragging a corner in to the size that I want, and hold down Alt and drag a copy over here to this far corner. Okay, now I'm going to make another rectangle that's the same size as my canvas for a background layer. And I'm going to give that a fill color of black. Okay, it took a minute for Graphic Designer to make my rectangle black this time. I'm not quite sure why. Saving the file is the only thing I did. Anyway, you can go to Modify, Arrange, and send that rectangle to back. Send to back. And now I'm going to select whatever rectangles I want my food image to show through, and that might be these three. It might be other ones for you, but whatever images you want your photo to show through, select all of those and make them a compound shape by doing Union. Now if you look in the Layers panel, they're a compound shape. And then what you need to do is make them a compound path instead by converting to path with the button, or you can go to the Modify menu to do that. Okay, so now this is a compound path, and we can use the compound path to clip our picture. So let's bring the picture in. Which you have to find a picture on your own. I have one of Sushi here. All right, now I need to make it a little larger so that it will fill the windows that I've chosen. Holding shift to constrain the proportions as I drag it out to the right size. All right, now we need to have, as you'll recall, to make a clipping mask, we need a path on the bottom selected and the image selected. So let's select this path and the image, and then we'll go to our clipping mask tool, create a clip, and there you have it. Now our food is showing through little windows. Another thing I think that's interesting to do is to choose colors for these other shapes from our picture. So that will help to increase the sense of unity in our design. So if we select this rectangle and we go to fills and click the little eyedropper, we can find colors that are actually in our photo. Like I like this green, and we can fill the other rectangles with that color. And you can play around with borders on your shapes and give them whatever colors you'd like. Now you can also use your pen tool to create different shapes with really any way that you want. So on mine, I created kind of a wave. And let's see, I started here in the corner. And let's see, I made kind of a curve like this, curve like this, and curve here. Came back to the corners to close my path. And then I chose a yellow color to fill it. And I pushed that to the back. Which you can do from the Modify menu. Modify, Arrange, send to back. Oh, not that far back. I'm going to bring it forward until I can see it. Okay. I might have to make some changes to that shape. I don't think it's exactly the way I want it yet. So with my sub-select tool, I can, as you recall, I can move points. I can move line segments. All right. So I want to put some text on here with my text tool. And again, I think I'm going to use a color from my picture for the text. So let's just click here to write in some text. Zoom in so I can see what I'm doing. Take a look at my settings here. All right. I want it to say Sushi Wave. Oop, it's black. So I need to change that color right away. I'm going to have to bring my text layer forward as well so I can see it. I'm going to go to Modify, Arrange, oops, text layer, Modify, Arrange, Send to Front, Bring to Front. Okay. And it's black still for some reason. There it is. Sushi Wave. I don't like that font, so I'm going to change it from Open Sans to, what was it that I liked? This Oranienbaum. And I'm going to make the size much bigger. I think it was 72 that I decided on. And I actually wanted to take the color from the shrimp, that orangey color. So I'm going to click on the eyedropper and choose that. See the little rectangle right in the middle? That will let me choose exactly the color pixel that I want. Something kind of peachy. Looks good. And now I'm going to attach this text to this path by selecting the text and holding down Shift and selecting the path. All right, so the path is selected and the text is selected. And then I hold down Control and click either in the canvas or on the layers panel and attach text to path. Choose that. Now, as you recall, this path went all the way around, so it's not where I want it on the path right now. I'm going to move it with the little orange rectangle diamond until it is more where I want it. And then, if you'll recall, I have to select my text. And there are some options here. I want it to be outside of the path. Whoop. And then maybe a little distance from the path. So I'm going to put some other number in the distance field. Try 20. And it moved again, so I've got to move it. It's a little bit awkward, but if you keep trying, you can eventually get it where you want it. Okay, so I may want to put a block of other text to give more information about my business, but I'm not really sure what I want it to say right now. So I'm just going to put in a block of random text to see what it would look like and what color I want it and what font. So there is a way to put in Latin text, and this is how you do it. If I write Lorem, L-O-R-E-M, and then space, it will fill my text box with Latin text. And I can change the color on that to white. Change the color to white and play around with the fonts choices and the size. And put in the actual text that I want to use later. Okay, so that's all you need to know to make your own banner for a fictional business of your choice. And I will see you next time.